That is why we are the way we are, and we're good
Okay,
friends
so is
now.
it safe to
We're
say that?
great.
Is it safe to say that although you knew he was extremely religious before marriage, maybe you dropped the ball because you didn't do the research on
I
how.
didn't drop any ball. I had an
Did
experience in life.
he
I
remarry?
learned from that experience, and I have grown from that
I'm saying,
experience.
had you
Every
okay, had you
experience.
known that you knew he was extremely religious before marriage, had you known that there was a divine order, would you have still married him?
I knew that there was a divine order, but that doesn't mean that you're superior to me.
But it means you defer to the authority.
I'm
Right.
not deferring to, he is not an
Is there a
authority over
okay,
me.
is there a possibility that he chose wrong, Darwin?
For
Did,
sure.
Man, this
okay,
man is
let's get to that.
heartbroken.
Is there a possibility that he
This man
chose
is
wrong?
heartbroken.
Did he know that you didn't subscribe to divine order
Hell
before marrying
yeah.
you? Huh?
He
I'm
knew?
not. I am not. I'm a
No, no. What I'm
very
saying.
upfront person.
Did,
I don't do all of that. I even
hold
hold
on, wait,
on.
wait. You say you're not an
I
upfront
even
person?
hold on. I started a teen church at the
Oh.
church. I myself started a teen church in that church where I taught out of that Bible, me, because
So you
I
was
know the
so you're
Bible.
Wait,
admitting
And
so
I
that
you
would
you
were
never teach
so
that. And
you're
he knows that.
admitting
He
that you
sat
were
in there with
That's the
me.
finessing, you was
problem.
exploiting the word.
she's
What?
not
No,
saying that.
I was teaching the word
Was you wasn't
as
genuine.
I
You how can you
interpreted it.
start a
Yes.
teen church when you don't even believe in
Nope.
divine order?
You know, I'm just gonna tell you what it looks like, right? I could be completely
Oh.
off, but I don't think so. It seems as if you wanted him enough to try to conform, right? But you were trying to do something that was outside of your comfort zone, and you tried to force it, right? For you to take it to go ahead and start
Bless you.
teaching groups and everything else. That's that's dedication. So he was
He thought you
under
lied to
the
him.
impression that you would conform to what he was going to do. So that's why I would say in this particular situation, he probably wasn't as wrong because he thought you would be able to conform and you probably agreed to it, right? But now you couldn't do it and you're human and I get it.
Mhm.
But you're supposed to know yourself before anything, right? And I always tell people the worst thing that you can do in a relationship is to compromise. It's never good to be compromised. Don't like it, I apologize. It is what it is. You
Yeah.
don't compromise. You go in the relationship as yourself. And if that matches up with whatever it is, then cool, right? And it
Absolutely.
is required for you to go under someone's leadership and understand and trust what they do. But they have to be going on a path that works for your life, that you know you can do that potentially for a lifetime.
Hmm.
Earlier
If
had
not, it's unsustainable and you're bound to fail.
Now that I
Mm.
yeah.
do agree with, and I will take accountability for
Mm-mm.
that because
Yeah.
here's the thing: I grew up in the church. The Bible is easy for me, right? I didn't say nothing about I don't believe in Jesus. I didn't say nothing about I don't believe in the Bible. I didn't say none of that. I said I don't like church. But here is where I
You
will
don't
take the
like order
accountability.
either.
When
Hold on, she's
he
about to be accountable. Hold up.
Right.
I knew that he was extremely religious, right? But I grew up in the church. It's something that I'm familiar with. So I thought that that was I'm like I could just go it's fine. I grew up like that. It's cool. Like I'm going to the church. I was extremely involved. I did so many things. I was in the church. Fine by me. Sang in the choir, all of the things, whatever.
Wow.
Okay, I get
And
it. I get
I
it.
just could not. I just
I have a
couldn't.
question. Is
I
it
get
because
it.
So
he
were you
may I
like
have a, may I
cosplaying the whole time?
I was
can I
not.
please
No,
ask
No,
she
a question?
wasn't. Oh my
I was
God.
not.
He
I
had
was not.
talked
What
Hey,
don't
go
y'all
ahead,
get
Sweeney. Go ahead,
about?
Sweeney.
It's
Go
the
ahead, Sweeney.
church. It is the
Sweeney seemed real
building.
frustrated. Go
It
ahead.
is the pastor hollering, hooping and hollering and spitting and all over the place. I am cool with Jesus. I am cool with the
question.
Bible, but I don't like church.
Well, the thing
Church.
is, the
Do you
thing
feel like
about it is,
oh my god.
church is not the only thing associated with being living with a man who is religious or having any biblical order.
No, but
Because
that's
people
big for
who
him. That
believe
was
in the
big for him.
Lord, they don't even go to church, huh?
I know, but that was big. Church was big for him. That was a big thing for him.
But it was also the how you got to understand a lot of the stuff that he believed in translated into the household too. That's where y'all. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
No. So here's what I gathered, right? Because you did ask her a really good question, Bruiser. You asked her if she knew all of this, how is it that they wind up getting married? And what I gathered is during their relationship process prior to marriage, she actually did do a lot of things on the surface that would look like this would be like he was extremely religious, but on the surface she was doing a lot of things that would make him believe that he was going to get a woman of God that was also going to fall in, that was going to not only
No,
follow.
that wasn't surface. I was really doing
Well,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. What?
It wasn't surface.
But yeah, like you. Okay, that makes my point even stronger. So you were giving him straight up signs that he was gonna have a woman of God that was gonna follow underneath his leadership. You said you couldn't stand the church when you was growing up, and yet you was in the church with him. You done participated in the Bible studies. You done got the youth thing going. You know what I mean, and all of that. And in his mind, he was like, okay, yeah, this is a wife. And when he got married to you, what you found out was that this isn't just his religion, his faith in God and his religion and him being moving by, by divine order wasn't just about the church. It was also how he moved in life. And what you realized was like, damn, that's not me. So you found out that you weren't a wife.
She wanted him to leave it at the door.
Wait, hold
on.
Is it because did you feel that he wasn't depositing into your emotional bank in the ways that you wanted? Like he was talking earlier about how men have an expectation for them to consistently receive deposits, but women don't get those deposits in return. So is the problem that you weren't getting the deposits from him? Because you were doing the church thing, that is your deposit, but you felt like it wasn't reciprocal?
He didn't do
Is that
anything.
what you're saying?
Yeah. Like after we got married, complete like
he was locked in. He was locked in on his purpose, wasn't he?
He was what?
He was locked in on his purpose.
You can't. Whatever that was. No. He was it's so complicated. But
it doesn't feel like it is though.
You're saying after you guys got
hold on, Keith saying something, y'all.
Did he pull because we were talking earlier about people presenting as one thing. Actually, you were talking about this, how you can't, and I agree with that. You can't we deal with a lot, and I keep saying this generation because it's true, but people manipulate. They do what needs to be done to get what they need to get, and then once they have it, then that facade disappears.
But he wasn't manipulative though.
So are you saying that Bohemian manipulated him? Is that what you're saying? Bohemian manipulated him?
Well, he manipulated her.
She didn't manipulate.
Oh, you said he.
I don't think anybody manipulated anyone.
It wasn't.
I don't think anyone manipulated anyone.
I wouldn't call it manipulation.
It wasn't a
I
manipulation.
think he was wearing a mask.
No,
I don't think that it's manipulation. I think that I think that it's something that a lot of people do. Many people do the things to get the person. Then once they got them, gloves off, time to be me. And so once I got married, I didn't start, we weren't dating and I started this teen church and I was really involved. No, I would visit his church. I would go every once in a while. But when we got married, I joined the church. And that's when things went up for me. I did more because I was led to do more. I don't regret none of that. I love my kids. And I still keep in contact with them right now today. But I did everything that I did, I was doing more of. We waited till marriage. We didn't live together till marriage. We did all of the things, right? I followed his leadership. And so I followed these things. He wanted to wait till marriage. He wanted to do Bible study between the both of us. He wanted all of these things. And I followed this man because I was at the time, very submissive.
You weren't cooperative though.
And then
I'm saying that's what you said.
Hold on. Follow me. extremely submissive, following his lead. I
Really?
followed that man to hell because here's the thing.
No,
I
you
did
didn't.
all of the things. I put in all of the work. I did the things. And as soon as we got married, and I'm still doing the things, I'm meeting him at the door. Hey, I'm excited, hugs, all of that. He got some special every day. He got home from work. You know what I'm saying? Like I did these things. And at the end of that first year, and I was in the room while he was doing his artist thing, begging him to come and pay me some attention by before the first year ended. All right. Now I am no longer cooperative.
He
Now
was
I am no
locked
longer
in on
submissive
his
because
purpose.
you're not giving me anything. You're
He
giving me
was
nothing.
this happens. He was locked in on his purpose. He did that. He tried to do everything right according to his religion, not shack up with you, not sleep with you, not do all of that stuff. You gave him the impression that you were buying into his order because you did everything. You even aligned with the task outside of the house. But when it came to in the house, inside of the house, which you didn't know until y'all were married, because that's when you got a chance to cohabitate. Had you had the chance to cohabitate before that, and
I would have never married
it
him.
would have been a hypocrisy on his religion, and then you would have been able to see him for what he truly was. So that's the part about it.
Which I would argue,
I think where you dropped the ball at is y'all didn't ask each other enough questions about y'all expectations on how y'all were operating in the marriage in the future.
No.
Because had he would have
This
said
person
that,
right here asks specific questions because I know myself. I know exactly who I am. And so I know exactly who I need to be with. And I ask specific questions, very specific questions, because I know what I need. I can tell you everything about me. I can tell you all of the things that are horrible about me and all of the things that are really great about me. There is not one thing I do not know about myself. So I
hold on,
know
wait.
I ask those
If
specific
you
questions.
hold on, hold on, wait, Sweeney. If you asked some significant enough questions up until the point where you okay with marriage, are you saying that he deviated or he lied or he didn't keep his word? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So what question did you specifically answer that he gave you the green light on, or he gave you assurance or ease of mind on, that he deviated from after he married you?
There's a lot of them.
Could you just give me one that's the most significant, or the top three or some shit?
No crickets.
Financial more than anything. I ask a lot of financial questions.
What's one question?
I asked him more than anything about joint bank accounts, how we're going to pay bills, how things are going to run, because that was the most important for me. Because if you're talking about spending the rest of your life with someone, that and financials is the first thing, like the number one thing that people say marriages fail off of. That's what I wanted to know first. So I'm trying to figure out how this thing is going to go. So I asked specific financial questions, bank accounts, life insurance, all of those things, the things that I just told you before. I'm asking specific questions. Are we doing joint bank accounts? Yes. Okay, great. Are we getting life insurance together? Yes. Cool. Who is going to pay the bills? Let's split the bills right now. Who's going to pay what? Are you going to pay all of them? Am I going to pay some of them? What are we doing? So we got that together, split that up. And almost all of that completely failed.
It feels like you were taking
it
his
didn't
role.
even?
Do you
Okay,
feel
Like
like
nothing happened, no joint bank accounts. I didn't even know how many bank accounts that man had. Okay.
did you
so he
So I'm
wasn't?
just
You found that
He
in the
was
discovery, though,
he
for
was
sure.
dishonest. He was dishonest to
nah.
you. Is that you're basically saying he was dishonest?
I think that he was dishonest with himself and not me. I think that he wanted to tell me what I wanted to hear. I think that he thought he could deliver. I think that he thought he wanted to do that, but the thing is that he doesn't have a whole lot of follow through, or he didn't. I don't know what he does now.
But then
He
Key is
didn't
right.
have a whole lot of follow
Then Key
through.
was right. He manipulated.
No,
I don't think that that's
what?
manipulation.
What?
No,
The
this is
No.
part-
Manipulation.
Not
Y'all
really.
better
The
What?
only
stop
thing, the
manipulation.
only
You
reason,
better
because
call
manipulation is
I
usually
think we going.
intentional.
I think we going too hard. I think it was poor vetting, right?
No,
Because
she said she
No.
asked all of the
no,
questions.
no, and no. It could, because if she said, listen, remember what Bo opened with. She said that she was extremely uncomfortable in church, and to pair yourself with a person who was hyper religious is absurd. Straight up,
I'll give you that.
and on both ends.
But
On
she said
both
she was
ends.
extremely submissive. What is a woman supposed to do if we as men come on here day in, day out,
But I didn't
telling
believe
women
that
that they
part.
need to
I
do
didn't
the
believe
things
that
that they
part. Did you
don't like
believe that
doing?
part? Bro, I didn't
No.
believe that part. Did you
So
believe that
that
part?
marriage.
Oh, so you
my
didn't believe that?
marriage, my
That
marriage
she was
taught
extremely
me.
submissive? Shit, no.
My marriage taught me to stop following and to stop submitting. That is why I know I need a
That's what marriage
partnership.
taught
I
you.
can't do
Whoa.
that. I'm not going
Shit.
to submit to another person's authority, because
Oh,
all too often that fails for me. That's for me. Whatever you all want for you is perfectly fine. But me, I need a partner. I need someone that is going to compromise, that is going to talk things out
do
with
you
me.
regret?
We
Right.
make
Do you
these
regret?
decisions together,
Do you
parallel.
regret? Do you regret being extremely
Well,
submissive?
Ann got a question, y'all. Ann got a question.
You
I don't.
don't?
I don't regret anything I've ever done. No, I don't.